somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Set! 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! 8! 8! 8! 8!
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Four down! Set! 180!
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
No spacing. Set! Like 80! Take 2 of them.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? Thank you.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Morgan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing is Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Mariota now from the 50. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go, let's go. Snickers. Jack 16. Take both of them.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Let's go now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jurrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Mariota now on second down, being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Let's go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. First down, Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about wander into some tough coverage.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second down, Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. With it is Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Now the Titans getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Where are they, team? One. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll throw again. Mariota. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The give is to Bell. Shedding through the defense. Bell sheds him off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
These two. Start. Black 80. 24. Monday. 44, 22, 44.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And now running right through it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Bostic with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So that throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Jackson. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mariota now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the toss, Lewis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back now in Nashville, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Let's go. 3.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Let's go. 1. 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Mariota to throw it this time. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Snickers, you got to spin. Set. Like 30. Focus. All right, let's go get it now, all right? Black left.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Three.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Three. One.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's go.
second down. Here's Henry. And some room to roam now. And just shutting him off there. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's Mariota, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. One.
Mariota here to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.